Minister, First Minister, Taoiseach, Foreign Secretary, distinguished guests. It's my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to Dublin Castle this evening on the first ever state visit to take place between our two countries. This visit is a culmination of the success of the peace process. It is an acknowledgement that while we none of us can change the past, we have chosen to change the future. The relationship between our two countries is long, it is complex, it has often been turbulent. Like the tides that surround each of us, we have shaped and altered each other. This evening, we celebrate a new chapter in our relationship that may still be a work in progress, but happily has become a work of progress, of partnership, of friendship. The contemporary British-Irish relationship is multifaceted, strongly underpinned by the most common and most important connection of all, people and families. Large numbers of British-born people live here in Ireland. Many more of our citizens have Irish backgrounds, British backgrounds, ancestry and identity. In Britain, those of Irish birth, descent or identity are numbered in millions. The two-way flow of people between these islands goes back millennia. This very room is dedicated to the name of St. Patrick. His name, of course, is synonymous around the world with Ireland, yet he is reputed to have been born in Britain. Patrick's life as the man who brought Christianity to Ireland is illustrative of the considerable exchange of ideas and knowledge that there has been between our two nations throughout history. It has been a fascinating two-way street, with Britain bestowing on Ireland our system of common law, parliamentary tradition, independent civil service, gracious Georgian architecture, love of English literature, and our obsession with Premiership football. Conversely, Britain greatly benefited from the Irish genius of the likes of Edmund Burke, the Duke of Wellington, Daniel O'Connell, Charles Stewart Parnell, Maria Edgeworth, Oscar Wilde, George Bernard Shaw, even Father Ted. Indeed, it was Shaw who wryly observed that England had conquered Ireland, so there was nothing for it but to come over and conquer England. However, I think even Shaw might not have dared to imagine that this cultural conquest would come in time to include rugby and cricket. I promise not to mention them again this evening. Well, not much anyway. The Irish in Britain and the British in Ireland, both as individuals and as communities, have made an invaluable contribution to both our homelands, while also cementing the links between us. Today, those links provide the foundation for a thriving economic relationship. As close trade and investment partners and as partners in the European Union, Britain and Ireland are essential to each other's economic well-being. It is imperative that we work fluently together to promote the conditions that stimulate prosperity and opportunity for all our people.